Uh, who here has older relatives that refuse to give up their landline? Oh, we finally reached that point, eh?
My parents have a landline.
Okay.
They don't refuse to give it up, but they just, they have one.
Have a house.
When you own a house, you have things like a telephone.
Yeah, they each have their own cell phones, but then they also just have like a landline for, house talking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
If you want to talk to one of them specifically, you can phone their cell phone. Or if you want to talk to the house as a whole.
Have you ever tried calling their landline and have them say, "Why are you calling me on this? Why don't you just call my cell phone?"
No.
Oh. Try it. Only call them on their landline from now on. See what happens. My parents wouldn't get they live out in the boonies, so they had to have a landline longer than necessary. But yeah, they were like, when they finally got cell phones, I'm like, just give up the landline, it's fine. They're like, no, we need that. I'm like, but why though?
And they've had their phone number for a very, very long time.
My parents too, yeah.
So I wouldn't want them to change their phone number because that's like one of the 3 phone numbers I know.
Right. Fair. Wait, who among us have older relatives who have changed their phone numbers and not told us? That's telling in a different way. Oh, great. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. I seem to have...
It's pretty common.
Okay.
People move around a lot.
I'm still working on my parents to try to... I think they still have satellite TV.
Sorry, trying to convince them that they still have satellite?
I'm trying to convince them to maybe drop their satellite TV.
Ah.
Because I'm like, you're paying for high-speed internet, and because again, they live in the boonies, right? So it's like they had to pay for like wireless internet. And I was like, that sucks, but again, it's a thing. And then they're like, well, we want to watch Netflix. I'm like, okay. And they start talking about all the things they're going to watch, the streaming services and what else. I'm like, sure, that's fine. So you're going to dump your satellite in favor of this? They're like, yeah, totally. And then I talked to my dad like 6 months later. He's like, we still haven't decided whether we want to do that yet. And I'm like, but why though? Like, why do you keep it? He's like, oh, sports? I'm like, dude, you don't watch sports. You don't watch golf. You don't watch hockey. We watch hockey. When's the last time you watched hockey? When our nephew, Riley, was playing with, I'm like, you were streaming that on your computer, were you not? I'm going to win this argument.
Yeah, no, my great aunt died a couple years ago when we found that she had a sports cable package, even though she didn't have a TV.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, my parents dropped their like television cable connection a while. Like, it took them quite a while, but they did drop it a while ago, and they're on Netflix and Amazon and various providers, which is nice. I think like they like the being able to do stuff whenever you want. Although now that all the various streaming services have split up, divvied up the various television shows.
Yeah,
it's not really less complicated. In fact, it's more complicated in a lot of ways because every place has got their own like interface and everything, which is great.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like we were. I don't know why everybody else doesn't seem to be able to get it quite right. Like Netflix still seems to have a really good interface, better than everyone else's.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's not ideal, but it's better than some of the stuff I've seen. Like Disney Plus I'm not terribly happy with. Amazon Prime's has gotten better, but it's still not quite there.
Disney Plus is terrible about if you want to watch like a bunch of episodes, like if you want to keep watching a show, the next episode in a show won't actually be like that easy to get to. Like, I watched this show, I want to watch more of this show, I shouldn't have to go into the search function and search the show each time I want to watch it.
Whereas I have the opposite problem, where if I watch the first episode of something on Disney Plus, I'm like, well, I don't need to watch any more of that. I now have watched the first episode. No, I don't want to watch the series. And it's like, cool, I'll just leave that in your continue watching, shall I? And I'm like, no, I want to take it out. And it's like, you can't. And all that does is make me think, well, then I won't watch anything on your service if I don't know what it is.
Whoa,
Well.
strong stance.
And then Amazon, and Amazon's big thing is showing you lots of shows that you don't actually have access to, which is
I
great.
hate that.
Let me filter that stuff out.
The iPad interface does allow you to filter it out, but for some reason not any other. There's like a little slider that's like only show Prime stuff. But anyway.
Yeah, if you go into any of the searches, you can filter it out.
Grumble.
No, it's like, damn it, I'm paying for this. I am stealing somebody else's Prime account to watch Amazon Prime. So maybe I don't have a leg to stand on here, but damn it, they're stealing my Disney Plus to watch Disney Plus. So
an exchange was made.
I think it's equitable that I have partial ownership. I get to have an opinion.
Because back in the day, the original Apple TV had the interesting thing where they actually they controlled the UI for all the different things. Like you could get, when you got Netflix for Apple TV, or you got Amazon for Apple TV or whatever, they all looked the same on the Apple TV. It all used the Apple TV's UI, which was kind of interesting. It sort of brought everything to a not good UI, but it was consistent anyway. Anyway.
I'm gonna.
And yes, as a reminder, that's if you've got Amazon Prime, you also get a free Twitch subscription. You can't subscribe to this channel because we don't have subscribers and we only do stuff 1 week a year. But you should use that Twitch subscription somewhere. Otherwise, it's just leaving that money in Jeff Bezos' pocket, and you don't want to do that.